Hey guys, I'm back. After the last video, I got a few questions about this Iron Man helmet here. This is a resin copy of a helmet I did at the end of 2012. This was done with Smooth-On Smooth-Cast 305, just roto-cast in the mold, hand roto-cast I should mention. Slosh around like this. The original helmet is right here, and this one is made out of fiberglass. And it was quite a bit more labor intensive than making the copies. And this is done using a method that uses the Pepakura Creator, which is a program that converts 3D models into paper templates that you can assemble to create an actual object. Now, it doesn't look quite like this when it's done. It's a pretty general good shape, but then you have to put a lot of body filler and sanding and a lot of work into it to get it to actually look like a helmet. This is very heavy, it's quite a bit of resin. The earpieces are solid resin, and I sculpted those from clay and took a mold of one and copied on both. You see it's all sanded and silly looking. But there's a lot of tutorials on how to do this process online. Some of my favorites are the Hero tutorials, which I'll put a link right here, and James Burton's X-Robots, which I'll put a link right about here. Hero tutorials and X-Robots. Now, they cover way more than I'm going to be able to cover anytime soon, but when I get around to making something else like this, I will walk through the steps just to kind of, give an overview. And the program's really great because you can use it for more than just paper. You can make foam parts. So this helmet's just made out of really, really lightweight foam. And whereas these helmets back here took, I don't know, maybe over at least a week, maybe more. A lot of sanding and filling and sanding and filling and painting and priming and sanding and filling and molding and all that. Foam helmet like this you could build in a few hours, and if you're good at it, you practice a lot, you could probably knock it out really fast. This took me maybe, I don't know, 4 hours, and it uses this foam like a floor mat. You can get these at Home Depot or Walmart, and it's maybe ½ inch thick. Now, they make this same kind of foam in different sizes. You can buy it online, but I never know what to look for, so I just go to Walmart and buy it there. Works great for that. And if you can 3D model, you can use it for other things. Like I've used it to make templates that initially I'm not actually going to use as a paper template when I'm done. They'll be for plastic parts like this R2-D2 leg. This was done using the Pepakura program to convert a 3D Studio Max file that I built using plans that were on the R2 Builders forum. Now, the Pepakura is very accurate, so when you create the templates, they come out, and this leg measures up perfectly to match the R2 Builder Club standard sizes. So when I made these 3D files that are these 3D printed parts, they fit right in there exactly like they're supposed to. And it's really good to know that it is accurate. So if you're trying to make specific pieces, it works really well. I've also used it for a Deus Ex costume that I built on a commission. And some of the small pieces, the initial costume I built using like a tailoring method to measure out the suit, and I created the templates by hand. But there were some hard parts for the shoulder straps and a couple pieces on the back that I used using Pepakura Creator, modeled the pieces in 3D Studio Max using the measurements off of my piece that I was building, and used the Pepakura Creator to create files so I could make the hard pieces and cast them in resin. Same kind of steps, and they came out really nice. I also used Pepakura for my War Machine suit back here. Now, the head and chest are fiberglass, along with the lower legs and the arms, but the shoulders, the whole midsection, and the upper thighs are made out of this foam. And initially the entire suit was fiberglass, but it was very uncomfortable and it would pinch in places. And right around the time I finished this, I started to see people using the foam to build their costumes, and I figured I'd swap out some of the pieces, and it worked great. The thighs actually were the first part I did, and if you put them next to the original fiberglass thighs, they look identical. You can't even tell them apart in the picture. So and that's good. If you put them together right, they'll work real nice, and it's so much faster to build, and they're so much more comfortable to wear. Now, if you're getting really close in detail shots, the fiberglass is probably going to be better in the long run, but it's a lot more work. But almost any photo that you see, if I'm walking around, you would never be able to tell the difference. So it's really good for that. I feel like there's something else I was going to cover, but I'm going to forget. Let me look. No, that's probably enough for now. But anyway, put the links back up here again. What was it? Extra Robots? No. The Hero Tutorials. Put that one here. Hero Tutorials, and then Extra Robots, and they're really great. Also, check the RPF. That's where I find a lot of the templates, the pre-made ones. If I don't model it myself, I get my templates from the RPF. Tons and tons of files there. If you want to build pretty much any costume, you'll be able to find files for them on the RPF, and I'll put the link below. The RPF stands for the Replica Prop Forum. So if you've never been there, it's the Replica Prop Forum. And the link will be in the description below, or if YouTube ever moves it around, it'll be there. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully this helped. Got any more questions for the next video, let me know, and I'll hopefully be able to give you some information that'll steer you in the right direction. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to sleep. Good night.